Greetings, fellow travelers. Welcome to the New Age Reborn in Power campaign. I am your lore master for the journey, MS Arthadian, and we have made it to the 14th session of this campaign. If all goes well, this arc will conclude this session, but if not, you get to see just how deep this probe takes us. So without further ado, let's hop on over to our chosen for this session's baton passes. You guys are now unmuted, so.
I slap chaos rain. I go, this is Nyxeris. Welcome to the stream.
All right. Baton pass over to Arak.
Hello everyone, it is I, Alien Ovan. I'm playing Arak of Antaman in the New Age campaign. Also trying to watch the Twitch, but it's refusing to let me.
Oh, that's great.
You can find me on Minds at Alien Ovan. I don't post much, but I'm always active on the Discord, so
Yes.
you'll have to just join the Discord if you want to interact with me at all. Anyway, I use precise aim on Liam, and also I also crit because he's on critical health. So therefore, you cannot smash it away this time.
Liam.
Sorry, but I had to get some water.
Even more reason.
I figured
Concussion.
Liam drinks the water, and then all of a sudden a baton hits you in the head.
I already did my thing.
No one heard
one
you.
can hear it.
No one heard you. Go. Go. We have a long
head-
session.
My shit ruined. I'm done. Goodbye.
was-
Nyxeris, welcome to the stream.
Okay. That's all we needed. That's all we needed for you.
I'm so sad. My thing is
And now the
Sorry,
baton
son.
is on the ground.
He's been too.
bonked me in the head. 1 point of damage.
So who's
I'm
picking
not-
up?
I will.
Who's
I
picking
will
up the
pick
baton?
I pick up the baton. I dust
Okay.
it off.
Okay.
This baton's going to get real dent up at the end of this.
Hi, I'm Ashes. I'm your local internet cryptid and your citrus fiend. And I pass the baton to Marmaduke.
Oh, you
hi,
citrus
guys.
fad.
I am Matt. I am playing Marmaduke 9. You can find me at Matt Waterhouse, author on Minds, the Alchemy Lab on YouTube. You can also find Lee there, who's also here. And you can find me also at mattwaterhouse.substack.com. I'm going to chuck the baton to Lee. Hey, Lee.
Hello, Marmaduke / Matt. My name is Lee. You can find me at onlyfans.com/Lee Drew Simmons. I am playing Nyxeris Naas tonight, and I've just come back to Romania to find a pigeon nest in my living room. And I'll pass it back to you, Arthadian, with no further comments.
Perfect.
Oh, you
Well,
gotta guess.
this is
I hope he pays rent.
Better.
This is gonna be one of those sessions, guys. This is gonna be one of those sessions. Here we go. All right. I am going to get this recording all set up and get the show on the road. Wait, actually, make sure I need my script because I can't do this without a script. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, this whole show is scripted, by the way, guys.
Totally, completely scripted.
100%.
100%. Here we go. Gonna start the recording in 3, 2, 1. Last time in the New Age, Squad 119 was joined by Nyxeris Naas, a gatekeeper revoltic Nugonian tasked to help Core Command with recovering synthetic string made for crafting vertigo drives. It turned out that these synthetic strings were stolen by Cortexian informants from the Zalic dynasty, and as part of Directive 140, Squad 119 answered the call and made it to Command Colony Rento to assist in recovering said strings. After discussions and upgrades to the Rivas Kiss, Commander Theron, Operative Time, and a Prime Enforcer joined the 119s and Nyx in the GCP and lifted off to Rental Run. On the way over, Nyx could feel something coming when suddenly a tethered network began forming across the Rivas Kiss. All while Marm experienced a severe fragment that Sai saw the other half of. Nyx then followed the strings he could see in his mind's eye, leading him directly to a rock who seemed to be staring directly at a wall. After trying to get his attention, Arak began pursuing Nyx through the pod until they reached the center. Inside his head, Arak was tucked away with Primius until an opening revealed itself to him. He was able to pull his senses together right before nearly killing Nyxeris, where he laid. On the other side of the pod, the enforcer who was probed entered the room with Marm and Sai. After a few words with the prober behind the enforcer's mind control, the prober realized that Arak broke free and tried to rush over to reclaim the Reticon, but that's when Sai engaged the Prime in combat, while the Duke returned to the cockpit. Sai was able to swiftly damage the Enforcer enough to break him out of his mind tether, while everyone returned to battle positions. Nyx then returned to the Enforcer to try and help him along with Sai, while Arak got back to the gunner's port. It was at this point the Turriks began attacking. Arak attempted to fire upon them with no luck, but the Enforcer, while still injured, was able to use the Report to kill off a few of the Turriks. However, it wasn't enough, as a few of them began tearing their way through the thrusters. This prompted Liam and Time to rush over and begin trying to fix the thrusters. But upon starting, an opening led to a Turrike breathing poisonous gas through, damaging Liam directly as Time worked to siphon it all up into a vacuum. Marmaduke then decided it was time to perform a risky maneuver to rid the Rivas Kiss of the Turrikes. Therefore, the pod took a nosedive, which caused a shift in gravity. Thankfully, no one was severely injured, but as the pod leveled out, Marmaduke's 9 was probed once more. The Turrikes then retreated as Marm brought the pod over to the Turrike nest. Commander Theron was unsure of what was happening, but soon the others began noticing Marm acting strange. Once landing, Marmaduke began leaving the pod, but was then tackled by Sai after she could feel something wrong. Nyx too ran to the Duke's aid, while Marm had his bow aimed at Sai. In this moment, the prober came between Marm and Sai within the Kron's mind, taunting him to shoot, but he could feel the connection to Sai, to his friends, as he lowered the bow, giving Nyx an opening to probe his mind before the prober did further damage to it, breaking Marmaduke completely out of Prober 9's mind tether. Now, as we begin our 14th session, Squad 119, Nyx, as well as the command officers, hear a roar erupt from the cavern mouth as the ground beneath all of you rumbles. Suddenly, a massive gust of wind begins flowing out of the cavern as I need each and every one of you to roll an athletics strength check.
Athletics strength.
Athletics strength.
And if we refuse,
If you refuse, then you automatically fail.
Well, that went about as well as I thought it would go. 9.
9, 15, 28.
Ooh, crit.
I also need to roll for... Who do I need to roll for? I need to roll for 3 people.
I can't see what's going on, and it's not letting me click.
Uh-oh. Do you need to reload map tool? Or you could just roll regular dice. I'm fine with it.
You see, I had some room shenanigans going on, so...
oh yeah. I had to tear up all the carpet,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
so things are a little weird.
That is...
Yeah, I know about.
Sai got a 6.
10 plus just strength, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? Let me see how bad this is, because it seems like it might be pretty bad.
That should have been 10. Oh, 6 plus 4.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't do impersonate, so
All your
I
command
had to
officers.
manually add.
all
You're
your-
just ashes in that moment.
Hmm.
I think everyone just failed. Yeah, everyone just
Arthadian
failed.
Even the
really
rock?
wanted to kill us.
Everyone
today.
just failed this.
Everyone, are you like rolling 100 or something?
No,
'Cause
I'm-
I got 28.
I know you got 28.
Gosh darn it.
Everyone did fail though. I rolled 5d12. So as you guys feel this huge gust of wind beginning to flow through this area right outside, actually, Oscar, can you zoom out a little bit just so that we could see like the cavern mouth? There we go. Yeah. So a huge gust of wind flows through that cavern, and you begin to see it looks like a vortex beginning to form, and then it forms around you all, and you guys all lift off the ground and cannot feel the ground anymore. You are spiraling in the air. You have disadvantage on all checks.
Darn it.
Whee!
Um,
I think we entered the Sephiroth fight.
As this
Accidentally.
happens, you guys hear as suddenly it looks like a large mouth begins to fly out of, begins to come out of the cavern, and you see, let me show visible to players, a dragon appear outside and flies out. And then as this happens, I like Arak, because you have the highest agility, to roll me an agility initiative check.
Oh, okay. Let me double check initiative. Yes, it uses agility. Cleek. You got 14.
14. Let me go over here and type in some initiative trackers. 14 total for you guys. 1 name. And the command squadron, they got a
Did we get a +5 bonus?
16. And the other, let's see what they get. The Turrikes have a 12. Got 12.
There's actually
20.
a initiative counter in game that can be used.
It's all right. I got it here. There's only 3 initiatives that we need to worry about. All right. So the Turrike Mother, you see this massive, this large dragon appear out of the cavern mouth that begins to. It looks like they arch their neck backward, and then you see this this poisonous gas beginning to protrude from its mouth, and then blow straight through the vortex that you are all in. And I need you all to now roll to me an endurance check, I believe is the correct check. Let me check the yes, endurance.
The server is disconnected. Why is that?
Oh, jeez.
No.
Why we're having so many technical difficulties?
Well, we've heard
Hold on,
that
I've
our
returned.
legs are going to get broken.
Yes.
And we're trying to postpone that.
Endurance, yeah?
Endurance, yes. Is Sai's in, right? You're in?
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, I gotta manually math things out,
Okay.
but that should be the correct.
Let's not do the nuclear option.
I think it's getting to me now.
Okay. We got endurance. And then Nyx. What did you roll? Unless I feel like maybe Nyx is Discord messed up.
I can't hear him.
I can't.
I can hear him. We got a 15.
All right.
Can confirm. 1-5.
1-5. Okay. Well, maybe I can't just. I can't. I can't hear him.
I can't either, so you're not alone.
Your internet is rebelling.
The internet is being disrupted.
And this is what happens when you plot to kill us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Again? Why?
Endurance for Marmaduke. Endurance for Arak. Okay, so Arak and Marmaduke succeed. Sai,
What?
you
Son
also
of a-
succeed.
Whoa.
And Liam,
Well,
what did you
that's
get?
a problem.
What is going on? Guys, we're
I
having a lot of
got
technical
a-
difficulties this session.
I'm now disconnected from the map
Wait.
tool, and I can't get back into the map tool because it says I'm connected to the map tool.
Maybe
Can you kick him?
Oh no, I'm in. It's fine. I'm
Really?
back.
Okay.
There's Orphamas is still considered-
What? Oh, endurance. I thought.
I
do
don't
we-
want to
do
boot
we-
him. just in
Oh,
case
sorry, I missed that.
ban-
Let me roll that up real quick. Endurance.
this is
That's cool. I'm here.
Yay, 21.
21. Look at that. Hey. What about you, Nyx? I know.
I had to join and come back.
I
Was that
know.
the same roll as my 15 or a different one?
15 is fine. 15 is fine.
Yep.
Do you have the environmental function on your armor?
I might do. Environmental functions, yes I do.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You also succeed. You guys do see that these fumes of what looks like poisonous gas beginning to flow through the entire space of this vortex, and it looks like this greenish. It looks like a green gas that begins to turn gray, and it almost looks like there's spikes forming in the middle of it. As this happens, let's see. I would like everyone to also roll me a dodge check. And
Oh no.
Oh, for goodness sake.
dodge.
I'm not built for any of this. Oh, double no.
I need to lower you
I
a
think
little
I'm
bit.
going to.
So I'm in my suit and should be okay.
You're in your suit, but like I need you to still roll me a dodge check.
Oh yeah, dodge.
I got 5.
Oh,
Dodge.
Yep.
Ducked it. Dive. Dodge.
In here. Math in here.
Dodge. That's a reference, by the way.
all right. Nyx, you suddenly feel a slight, almost like a piercing sensation into your back, as I need you to roll me another endurance check.
I don't know why I keep checking my sheet. I'm not spec'd for any of this, so it's just a roll. 6.
6. All right. As you feel this piercing sensation in your back, it feels like this energy begins to flow through you, and you begin to cough. You are considered poisoned, and you take 12 points of damage to your stamina.
I am exhausted yet again.
You are exhausted as you kind of like, and you just are flying through the air right now in this vortex. As that happens,
See you later, guys.
as that happens, let's see. So we have Sai got a 20, Liam got a 22. Arak got a 20, and Marmaduke got a 19. Correct?
Yep.
All right. You all
No,
are.
yeah, 19.
You all see these what looks like these piercing. It almost looks like the gas itself is becoming a solid, and then turning into these sharp piercing blades that are trying to actually get through your armor, and the gas itself is kind of trying to go through. Those who have who have like these an armor rating of, I believe it was a 20 or above. Do you have a 20 or above?
No, mine's a 19.
19? Okay. If you have a 19, then you also take you take 12 points to your stamina, but you are not considered poisoned.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And as that happens, you hear it sounds like something is flying through this vortex, as well as you see what looks like let me check on these guys. I gotta make them all visible to you.
If you select all the
Nice.
and make visible, it'll affect all of them.
I got that. I got it. And now there are two flying little creatures over here, and then two flying little creatures over here. Actually, let me move the big dragon out of the way.
The dragon.
Yes.
Oh yeah, send your children after us.
Yeah.
What a mother.
And
Perfect.
they are going to, let me see. We got 5 of you guys, so I'm gonna roll a d10. Oh god, Nyx. Nyx, you're wailing around, and there is a small dragon that's about to come up and bite you.
I'll give you a little nibble. They might just give you a hickey.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, okay, it rolled low. Sorry, Nyx, you were muted because there's a little bit of static on your end. But now I don't think now I don't think the Discord is being friendly to you. You are having the same exact problems that I have. But
Hey.
as that happens, I need to check another
Yep.
one. Can you guys hear Nyx?
Yeah.
No. I can hear.
You might have to translate.
Yeah, you might need to translate because I cannot hear him.
He's gone back to his native Nagonian.
Oh my gosh. All right, well,
Fear does that to somebody.
Arak, you are also getting targeted as well.
How dare.
As you see a little Turrike hatchling that is coming for you and going to attack you with a critical. Go ahead and roll a defensive form with disadvantage. If you have talent in it, it's just going to be -1. So whatever you roll. If you don't have talent in it, then you have -3. Arak.
Oh. What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll a defensive form, whichever defensive form you're gonna use. As you see this little
Okay.
dragon that is coming towards you and about to bite onto your shoulder.
I'm going to parry.
All right.
Boom. Right, sorry. Boom.
So you got 26 on a parry, which you have disadvantage, so it's 25. And that is a 12 plus 14. I think it's a 26. So it hits you. It deals. Let's see, 2. It deals a total of 10 points of poison damage to you. As that happens, I need you to roll me an endurance check. The poison damage is going straight to your stamina.
Hold on. Endurance.
Endurance is 23. You are not considered poisoned.
Yeah. Oh, so how much damage do I take?
You take 10 points
Health or
to stamina.
oh. Mm-hmm. Again.
And then with that, check one more.
So what bit me was it hatchling 1, 4?
It was hatchling 2 that came over and flew over and bit you. As that happens, you see another one go over and go to bite onto the commander. Commander fails. And you see him, he's getting bit by one of the hatchlings as well. And let's see, another one. So hatchling 3 is over there, and hatchling 4 is coming over towards you, Marmaduke. I need you to roll me a defensive form. Marmaduke 9.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't. Oh yeah, you see the hatchling come through as you like try to like spin yourself around, and you spin yourself over towards like a what seems to be a huge gust of wind within the vortex that kind of flows you upward, and you're able to dodge out of the way of the hatchling that goes to bite onto your shoulder. As that happens, it is now the command officers' turns. And they're going to start trying to maneuver. The enforcer and commander are able to move, use their movement in this vortex. And he's gonna move over here to this dragon and then slam his big tech saber over this dragon's head. And you see, you guys are able to see that the enforcer kind of glide over in a way and like try to like swim over and take certain like areas to be able to maneuver towards this dragon, and then takes his blade and uses the momentum to slice straight through. As he does so, you see the dragon move out of the way, and he goes to try to attack one more time. The dragon is able to move out of the way again, and these things are able, they have flight speed, so they're more nimble in this area. As that happens, see the commander goes to strike, is able to hit one of them. Ooh. You see, as he goes to strike with what looks like a tech saber of his own, you see he strikes, and then you see this shocking electricity go through the body of this Turrike. I need to see. The Turrike is still up, as it's kind of lodged by the actual the tech saber by the commander, and you see the commander is like shaking around. Ah! And as that happens, it is now your guys' turn. And you guys are currently inside a vortex. You guys need to roll to me an acrobatics check if you want to move in any way.
Rock has a big concern. He needs to move. Here we go. Acrobatics, go!
All right.
Pokemon.
You're able to move.
Oh, that's bad.
Cool.
Marmaduke, you are also able to move.
Mm-hmm.
Rock moves over to Nyxeris. He wants to pick him up.
Okay. You go.
Could I do something real quick before a rock?
Yes, you're able to move as well.
I've never done this before, so
What are you gonna do?
could I imagine enchant Nyx's armor?
Nyx's armor?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you may.
Cool. Can somebody spend the energy for me? Cause I cannot.
Oh, yeah, how much do you want?
15.
Okay, campaign, energy adjust, 15 exerting. Boom. You have 39 points left.
Nyx, for your information, your armor now has a +2.
I can't hear him,
So,
so
like-
I don't know if
So
he's
hopefully,
responding.
when you inevitably get stabbed, you don't die instantly.
Thumbs up. Hashtag thumbs up. That
Then I will-
that's.
I will let a rock football carry you now.
All right. Well, as Arak begins to football carry Nyx, who is exhausted, we're going to go.
Make sure that he is arranged to front. There you go. I've acquired one Nagonian.
Okay, you've acquired a Nagonian and have them on your shoulder now as you're flying through this area. As that actually happens, though. No, yeah, you're good. You're good. So as that happens, Marmaduke, Liam, what are you guys doing?
I'm half tempted to aim at the mother.
Okay.
So that might stop all this gust of wind nonsense.
Okay. Do you want to aim at the mother? You have a Turrike on you right now that is like right underneath you, and it's like it looks like it's getting ready to do something.
I would like to stab the little guy attacking Marm.
All right. Yeah, you may do so. Remember, all of you guys have 2 maneuvers, so you can also use extra stuff as well.
I would stunning stab. Just
Alright.
let me copy.
Is drawing a weapon considered an action?
No.
Again, it's Kadron Blaster time.
Oh, cool.
And so he equips it in his free hand.
19 total. You go to throw it, and you see the wind kind of make it spiral out of the way because of the disadvantage. You were unable to hit, but you're able to call it back to you, Sai, if you want to try again.
Yeah, I'd like to try again.
All right, you have two forms, so you can do that again.
Okay. Does a rock see the mother through this vortex?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
What is Liam doing over there?
I got our team number.
Oh,
Can I
twice?
get anything special for it?
Twice. Here, let me.
19.
Okay. Let me check one thing. You throw it and you see it spiral out of the way, and it goes and hits not the dragon that you were intending to hit, but it hits the hatchling one.
Yeah.
It hits hatchling one. So go ahead and roll damage. And Arak, you can see the mother over by the actual the cavern mouth. And Marmaduke as well. You can see her.
All right. Well, she's getting shot.
All right.
That lovely bow
Okay.
is coming to good use.
Let's see. Are you using all of your maneuvers for this?
Well,
So-
I'm going to be.
So I'm pretty sure. Let me check on it because I have it over here. Hyper trick bow. You can use your I think one maneuver to knock 4 arrows. So
Okay.
you can knock 4 arrows. You have 20 in your quiver right now.
I can use one to knock 4.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to knock 4.
Okay. You knock 4. Which 4 are you knocking?
Explosive.
Explosive? 4? 4 explosives?
Yes.
Or
I think so. Yes.
okay. Go ahead and fire your one shot with 4 of these arrows.
All right. I'm going to chuck a thing. I'm going to use precise aim. I think.
All right. Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
no,
both.
I'm going to use target practice.
All right. That's both of your maneuvers and one of your forms to fire off. So go ahead
All right.
and roll.
Okay. So. That is going to be. Where am I? That's going to be a 23
23.
plus one of these. Plus 3, so it's going to be
26?
26.
26. Let me see how this mother is looking. All right. 26. You said.
Yes.
You hit. As you hit, you get to roll. How many dice is that? It's so
Well, it's going to be, I think about
10d6.
I think it might be more than that.
Oh yeah, because target practice.
The explosives, the target practice and the explosives.
Yeah, so
So-
I'm pretty sure the explosives give an extra 2d6. So you already have 2d6 plus 4 of those, so that'd be 8d6 on top of 2d6, so 10d6 plus your target practice.
Is it not 2d6 per arrow?
Yes, it is 2d6 per arrow. So I was calculating like 4 of them. So 4 of
So
them
it's
would be
8d6, yeah?
plus your hypertrick bow does 2d6 on top of that. So you have 10d6.
Ah, right. So 10d6 plus the heavy range bonus.
Yes.
Alright, so hang on.
You should put those in brackets.
Okay.
I'm about to
How do I roll
calculate.
10d6s? I don't know. So what, 2? So hang on, 10. You know what, hang on. Can I just roll 10 cubies?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could put it in brackets inside the actual chat box.
I can't remember how to do that. Oh wait, no, hang on.
Square
It's
bracket.
square bracket.
Yeah.
10 d 6
6.
square bracket. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
Okay. Boom. 33.
33 plus your
plus
heavy.
an octo.
Yep.
Plus
So
my
that's
heavy range.
40.
Oh gosh.
40.
So 40 plus my heavy ranged.
Yep.
Bonus. Heavy range bonus.
Yeah. So whatever your heavy range bonus is,
That is.
rank plus talent. So whatever that is.
Oh, rank plus talent. Heavy range is 5. Plus talent.
Yeah. So if you have talent in it, then it'd be 6 plus 6. So 46. total.
I don't. It's 5.
So it's okay. So 45 total damage
5.
on the mother. Let me see.
Yes.
Its armor rating is 17, so you definitely got over that. Let me let me do a little math over here. Oh, okay. You guys see these 4 arrows fire off straight over towards the dragon, and then the mother, as you see an explosion over by where the mother is at, and you hear, and it sounds very angry and very, very damaged right now. But it's not down from that shot, but it is very angry from it.
What about the wind? What's happening with that?
The wind, I need to. It is still going, but it's starting to calm down. As that happens, Liam, what are you doing?
I like this guy to my left. I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, you're gonna shoot the guy to your left.
Yeah.
Turrike remarks.
I think I just need to click the tech blaster.
Was there ever any doubt, my friend?
Very much.
Ooh,
I'm glad I'm
24.
wrong.
You hit. You hit and deal 9 points of damage.
And I get 2 actions, right?
You get 2 forms, yeah. So you can shoot again.
How's it looking?
It is looking like it just kind of it blasted straight into a part of its scales, and you see it kind of dinged off the scale, and it's like it looks like it's still fine.
All right. Again.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. The same roll.
Okay, yeah, but damage is different, so...
Yeah, damage is
Yeah,
different.
we'll roll again. Okay, yeah, it's good. It's good.
You see that it kind of damages its armored shell, its armored scales again, but you see it's kind of flying around. It's like, "Rah!" You're able to hit it. It's just not doing enough damage to get through whatever its scales are currently.
I mean, if I pelt it enough, it'll get through.
Yeah, that's true. With that, let's see. So that is now all of your guys' turn, which means that is now the Turrike's turn. And the vortex then begins to calm down, and you guys all fall. I need you guys all to roll me acrobatics checks as you fall to the ground.
The sequel to our favorite game, Reborn in Discipline Wheel Check. We now have Reborn in Acrobatics Agility Check.
Marmaduke is able to barrel roll. Arak is able to 3-point land. Liam, you hit the ground and you take 2 points to your stamina.
All right.
And what about Sai? Is Sai still there? Is
Oh, I can possibly
Wait, can you roll for me? Can you do it for me? Hell yeah.
Your So if I go acrobatics, agility, it'll post it as you.
Heck yeah.
Sai, you're
Amazing.
able to land, and you feel a slight kind of shift in your forearms, mechanical cords inside, but it's stable enough to where you don't take any damage. As that happens, Nyx is still exhausted. It takes 2 rounds to cure exhaustion. I'm sorry, Nyx. He was not built for this.
Yeah, just take a little breather.
Just take a little breather. Aren't I technically equipment now? Yeah, you are equipment now. That is true. This is true. As that happens, the mother is going to fly overhead, and then you see she is going to, let me see, what does she have? I am going to have her try to bite someone and eat someone. Let's do that, shall we? Who is she going to bite? You know what? She's gonna bite Marmaduke because Marmaduke looks very appetizing. Marmaduke, I need you to roll me a defensive form. And you better roll high. Oh, never mind. You didn't roll high enough.
I can add something to it.
Quick reflexes?
Quick reflexes, yeah. Let's add quick reflexes. That makes it a 27.
27, and you don't have disadvantage anymore because of the vortex is down, and you're able to dodge out of the way of the first bite straight down, and then as that happens, you see a claw go to swipe at you. I need you to roll me another defensive form.
So he used quick reflexes, which costs
8.
8. Again. Oh, did you do it yourself?
I
don't think so.
I tried to do it, but it said it was unresolved, so I don't think it was.
I'll do it. It should actually post like a thing.
Yeah. As that happens,
Yeah.
you see that this claw goes to swipe at you. Your armor. Wait, actually, what's your armor rating?
20.
20. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. So your armor does take damage. It's gonna take 2 points to your armor threshold.
Okay.
And I need you to roll me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yes. All right, you're able to kind of stick by there, not getting literally flown against the wall. As that happens, it is now the hatchling's turns. The hatchling is gonna dive bomb onto you, Marmaduke. As it goes to dive bomb onto you, I need you to roll me some defensive forms as well. Sorry, Marmaduke, you decided to shoot the mother and deal like more than half of her health. All right, a dodge form with a 20. You're able to dodge out of the way of the bite from the little hatchling, and I need you to roll another defensive form as it goes to try to bite you again.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, it does bite onto you.
I can't do another quick reflexes, can I?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. If you like. Ooh.
28.
Yeah, you're able to dodge out of the way of you're just like you feel your sweat beginning to just pour out of you as you're backing up from these dragons that are like right on your ass. As this happens, you guys see that the other hatchlings are going to go over and start to fly towards towards Marmaduke. Actually, no, they're not gonna do that. They're going to go over and attack a rock.
Oh no.
But it seems like they're going for what is on your shoulder currently.
No, you can't have him. He's mine.
So
It's
I
my
need you.
dinner.
I need you to roll some defensive forms against 2 of these.
Okay. Let's go with parry.
Pyrite. Do you have riposte?
What? I do.
Oh, you
I even
do.
buffed him.
Oh, okay. Well, if you successfully parry, then you can riposte if you'd like.
Okay. A platypus. Parry the platypus.
You are able to successfully parry the first bite that comes over to try to bite onto Nyx. Would you like to riposte?
Yes, I would like to riposte. I will even do the click so that everyone can see the definition.
Oh yes.
I
Riposte
heard whispering.
rank 3, correct?
Yes. It's the
Yeah.
rank.
Alright.
So
So it'd be an extra
damage roll.
D8.
Mhm. Oh. That is unusual. Why is it doing that? Unexpected character line?
What is happening? We're having so many technical
I guess
difficulties today.
I will use the Delto.
All right.
The Octo rather. It's a.
That okay? So
So will this be, like,
you're
roll?
also you're gonna also roll to like attack, and then you add the +5 to it. I add what you just rolled on the octo tile.
Okay. I'm rolling brawl.
All right. Let's see it. Oh. Yeah, there's no way. You hit and you deal more damage than because you have talent in that, right? So it goes to the attack and damage roll.
Yeah, I will have a strike through if the talent doesn't apply because it has the full definition.
Okay. Yeah, you deal a total of 13 points of damage. And let's see. You see, you go and strike it like right in the face as you're able to push its nostril down and basically hit it straight into the earlobe, and you see it like it struggles for a second, and you see it goes to try to bite you again. See, this is the fun part. Now you can like parry riposte and as it goes to strike you over and over again. Go ahead and roll
it's
another
time
one.
To second verse, same as the first.
Yep.
21.
21. You're able to parry it again. Do you want to riposte again?
First let me properly resolve the stamina thing, just so I'm playing. Yes, it'll give. This time it'll be a repost because I'm doing it again.
All right, go ahead. Repost. It's gonna be your. God, gosh, damn it.
Okay, so, it does that. And then take the appropriate amount of stamina. And
See how much damage you do this time.
then the physical strike.
Nine plus your octo tile.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's impressive, but
You see, you strike straight into its rib cage as you see the scales kind of dent in and break even more. And as that happens, you see, and the commander is going to. Well, actually, I need to make sure. Teammate falls to the ground and and collapses. It's like, ow, that hurts. And then you see the commander and the enforcer go and rush over to help out Arak. And they have their blades out, rolling like crap. One misses. Another one misses. What the heck? Why are they rolling so bad? I'm sorry, guys. Your NPCs suck for you.
Extra bodies to get hit.
All right. The enforcer is able to deal some damage to this hatchling over here.
Hatchling 2.
Yeah, hatchling 2. And that's gonna be enough to break through a part of its scales, and now you see that there's a portion of its body that is vulnerable to more attacks that you can potentially kill it now. And as that happens, it is your guys' turn. Poor Time and Nyx. They don't get to do.
So is Time down right now?
Time is down, and you see he's like, it looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him, like he's exhausted.
He gets the grey cross of not dead but out.
You guys may go. As you see, the dragon is literally over there, on Marmaduke currently. So what are you guys gonna do?
Is Buddy here in this battle, or did they
I mean, he's...
retreat?
Yeah, that is a good question. Where's Buddy in this?
Buddy is in the background.
He is watching.
He is watching currently.
I should have given him the gun.
Okay. There's a lot going on, but because of those posts and reposts, first action, doing a defensive form
All right.
so I can recover stamina.
All right, sounds good.
Which one should I do?
Parry.
agility.
I mean, you could do parry if you want, or so that you could then riposte constantly.
I mean, I guess so.
It's up
kind
to
of
you.
like
It's up to you.
I'm trying to make sure Nyxeris has a chance to recover without being assailed by a-holes. So I'm gonna go with dodge agility.
All right.
So preemptive 22. Does he get any stamina back for this?
You get stamina back on your next turn.
Okay. On the second action, gonna back off a bit. Hold on, let me show I'm selecting us. Towards this angle.
If you're backing off, they're gonna take an opportunity attack on you.
From here.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I guess
they're gonna take an opportunity attack from you on you. One will attack you.
Okay, I'm just gonna put myself here. He's got dodge 22.
It goes to try to bite you, but you're able to dodge out of the way of the bite and rush away.
I'm obligated to say this. Whoop.
All right, what is everyone else doing?
I can't see the board, so
Oh,
tell me what there is
I'm
to
so
stab.
sorry. Can you pull up the Twitch?
So is Nyx just out of stamina or health?
Which one? T-May, you mean?
Well, how about both of them?
Liam?
T-May is out of stamina currently. They're both out of stamina. Nyx is out of
Okay,
stamina.
can you
Is
do
out of
anything
stamina.
about that?
Realized Liam is underneath the hatchling token.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I figured it was just because it's flying around.
yeah. It is. They're flying around, but yeah. So, what is the plan, guys? Are we just shooting at these things all willy nilly, or are we trying something else?
I mean, I don't have anything else to do but keep firing. So the one that was on top of me, I'm assuming that's the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most of-
I'll be
We're
shooting
just
at it.
going to 1v1 me bro, these dragons.
Oh, and by clicking the dragon, I am no longer impersonating.
Actually, you know what? Let me check something real quick. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Whoever.
Okay, I fired twice.
You fired twice. The first one you miss. The second one you hit. And you deal 11 points of damage to Hatchling 3, I'm assuming?
The one that was on top of me,
Yeah,
which I'm
Hatchling,
assuming
Hatchling
is the...
3. Okay.
Okay. They're not labeled.
You fire. That is the one that... Actually, that is not the one. Hatchling 2 is the one that got messed up by the Enforcer. You see, you are able to blast it. As you blast it with an 11, you see it puffs and turns to ash. As it puffs and turns to ash, you see the mother look over and then begins to suck in the ash towards its mouth. And you see it sucks in all of the ash.
I'm trying to
And
think Marmaduke had the right idea.
the
ashes.
mother begins to...
I'm gone again. I'm sucked up.
The mother begins to heal, actually.
I would like to stab.
All right, you want to stab the mother? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Arak, could you click the... I'd like to use a maneuver to make it a stunning stab. Arak, could you click the stunning stab attack option for me?
stunning stab. Engage.
Stunify.
Oh, actually, it's not this one. It's this one that just got...
Oh hey, you activate your knife. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
That's an inside joke.
Sai activates her knife with a 15. No, that does not hit. You're going for the mother,
I'd
right?
like to attempt... Yeah.
Yeah, no, it goes dents off of her shell, and you see her kind of look over for a second, and then just look back at Marmaduke.
I would like to
Yes.
attempt another stab.
Okay, go ahead.
Stunning stab.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh my gosh, why are you rolling so bad?
Well, you wanted this to be long,
I
right?
just realized 15's the lowest you can roll.
Yeah,
Nice.
you just rolled really bad. Yeah, no, it does the exact same thing, and this time it doesn't even look at you because it's like a gnat.
Well, I tried.
I have a question.
Yes.
What does HTB mean?
That's hyper trick bow.
Oh, hypertrick bow, of course. Cool. I'm going to shoot it again.
You're gonna do 4 again? How many are you doing?
I mean, it would be rude not to. wouldn't
Okay.
it?
Do you want to use a different hyper trick arrow?
What can I use?
You can use
Can I use any of these?
You can use any of
There you go.
them. But you
Pulse.
only have 16 left.
Have you got any anti-dragon arrows?
So
I have a feeling. I might. I'm going to actually knock 3 rather
3?
than
okay.
rather than 4.
So now you have 13 left. And are they all going to be pulse, or
Yep.
what are they?
Oh, they're all going to be pulse. Yeah.
Okay. The pulse negates your 2d6. So and just makes it 68. So you'll have a total
So it'd be
of
18
18d8. Yeah. You might go ahead and roll me an intellect check, Marmaduke.
An intellect check,
Yeah,
you
straight
say?
straight intellect. You have a funny feeling that this is gonna be a big blast, and your allies might need to get out of the way. if you fire this.
All right. Everyone fall back as far as you can.
On it. Grok said before it was even made. No.
Arak, you're pretty good. The people that are of concern are the Enforcer, Sai, and Commander. Liam might get hit
A little.
a little.
A little splatter.
It's gonna go straight into his legs.
I'm probably going to need to move back as well, aren't I?
Yeah, you probably should move back as well.
Moving back because you knew what would happen, and he's not being smart about it.
Back to there.
All right, and you guys can all move because it's your turn. But the thing is that any Turrikes near you are gonna get op attacks.
Could I use my quick thinking to determine if I'm far enough away already?
Yes, you may. That's a good use of that. Yeah, you can.
10. Okay. So
Liam, I'm not going to lie, Liam. I don't even know what this is going to do to it.
so that's what intelligence?
Kid
Just a
probably
straight
does.
intelligence.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be a straight intellect, and then you could just add your extra die, because I believe quick thinking is a skill, right? Or
Comes with that?
is it a skill or a feat?
It's under skills.
Okay. Well, if it's under skills, then it's a skill, and you add the rank die to it.
Okay. What's a rank die? Like, how do that?
So what rank is it?
D4.
4.
It's rank 1.
So it's gonna be added D10 to your D12 roll.
Okay. So that's an intellect, and then I'll roll a D10.
That's a 17. You feel like you need to move. You feel like you need to move back.
All right. Oh wait.
You guys see
before I forget.
You guys see the commander
Adjust.
and enforcer both are able to move back without getting hit by their op attacks against them, and move back
Alright.
towards where Arak is at.
I'll back up.
Sai,
I'm protecting Buddy.
hey,
I'm not letting Buddy
Oscar.
to get hurt.
camera.
Could you move me back a bit?
To like here.
Sai,
or-
I can't see what you're doing. You're
oh, yeah.
I
We'll
know,
we'll move
the
Sai.
pitch.
We'll move Sai back. But we need Sai to roll a defensive form. Which defensive form would you like?
Can you roll a dodge for me?
Oh, here we go. Dodge.
Dodge. Sai gets hit.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh darn it. What the heck?
It was dead. I forgot. Well, it wasn't disappearing. It was like, okay.
Sai, you get hit. What's your armor rating for Sai? What's the armor rating for Sai?
It says 23 on her token.
Okay, she takes 2 points to her armor threshold.
Okay.
You should try not doing that.
As you see the Turrike grabs onto your armor, and now I need to see. It is holding onto your armor size, so you're running around with a dragon on, like hooked onto your armor.
Is that
Um,
hatchling too, or which one?
I turn so that the
it is
dragon
hatchling
is
too.
acting as a body shield to whatever's going on with Marm.
Okay, Marm, go ahead and fire your shot. You better roll high. Maybe use target practice again.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh.
Well, that's 20. That's even without target practice. That's going to be 28.
28. Yeah. That hits.
All right. So those 3 arrows, I'm just going to just
3.
mutter,
Yeah, just.
boom, bitch, and 18 d8s.
It's not very often you get to roll.
5.
Oh.
That's 98.
Oh my god. 98 points of damage.
That's doing some numbers.
You guys, as this happens, you guys hear. And I need everyone to roll me an endurance check.
I will once
Sounds like
again
we didn't
ask
go far
Rock to
enough
roll
away.
endurance for
Yeah,
me.
I'll secure my mask before securing my the others. Selected endurance, was it?
Yes, endurance, please.
Rock got 20, Sai got 15.
Sai got 15. Okay.
Same as Liam.
Liam also got 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Nyx. I haven't heard from him in a while. He's probably screaming at us to hear him or something.
I mean, he is unconscious.
He's
I
not.
still
He's
have
not
a
necessarily
message for that,
unconscious. You are still equipment.
Oh.
You are still equipment. Yes.
Oh, he's in the text channel.
Yeah, he's in the text
Stamina.
channel for Discord. Everyone, like Nyx is just he's allergic to Discord, so yeah. He is equipment currently, but as you feel
Failing his
this
endurance.
blast of kinetic energy, Nyx. I need Nyx not to roll an endurance, but I need him to roll a discipline will check.
Oh no!
He
Yeah.
said the words.
I gave him a fragment.
26. Nyx got a 26 on that.
Nice.
I need to check. As this happens, you guys all just see this ripple of this blue energy flow out of the area where the mother was at, and you see her body, and you hear the others. You see ash beginning to fall in this area as
It's me again.
It's you.
it's yeah you. All
Yes,
of them.
Special guest appearance.
All of them turn to ash. Nyx, I know you can't really truly respond back, unfortunately, through voice, but you do hear a voice echo through the area. in your own mind, and you hear, "Well, it seems as though you pushed us away, but no matter, our plans will come to fruition very soon."
Skill issue, Uruk said.
God, it's unfortunate that you can't respond back. Let's see if we can get you back in here. Maybe, I don't know.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
He's typing. We'll role play Nyx once he finishes his actual.
Like I can. This is the thing. I can hear him.
Oh, you can hear him. Well then, can you role play for him?
I mean, you might be. I could.
Okay.
Do it again. He requests to do it again, and he'll type it.
Okay. Well, I mean, no, you could just like, so basically he said, oh, God, now I have to remember what I just said.
It pushes away.
He said, you've pushed us away, but no matter, our plans will soon come to fruition. You ask, what plans? And you feel a sever. As it feels like the network has been severed. The tethered network has been severed. The creepy voice said. Sorry, everyone. Nyx is typing, so there's a little lag here. You are awake. You've kind of been awake. You've just been kind of like watching everything happen and not wanting to participate in a bunch of dragons coming after you. But Uruk has been protecting you this entire time since you got exhausted. For everyone, he said, am I awake now? I tell them the link is gone. Okay, so Nyx comes over and says, it seems that the link is gone. And they have dark plans. Dark plans indeed.
Well, I apparently have 13 nuclear bombs in a quiver on my hip.
You see that you're gonna need to reload.
I think that's pretty cool.
I should have just fucking led with that. I should have just used that the first fucking time. Liam! Liam, do you have any idea what you just put in my hands?
I use them all the time, Nyx says.
I will. I'll definitely use them all the time. I'm going to use one to turn on the television and turn off the television.
You
Mostly turn it off.
You hear Buddy come over. He's like, I didn't know whether or not I should participate.
You're good, buddy.
Okay. Good. Because if Marmaduke didn't do what he did, I would have used the ship. Is he?
Oh, we have. I forgot we had a ship for a moment. I was completely forgotten.
I put the token there just in
apparently
case you guys wanted to use it.
I feel like I could ride on top of the ship in space combat and fire these at fucking arrows at things.
To get the gunner bought, we just need to load your
You
arrows
see
into
Commander Theron looks over. Is like, shall we see if the the strings are inside that cavern. Or whatever is inside the cavern. Looks at all of you.
Well, that depends. I mean, I'm happy to go right now, but let's see. I mean, I'm fucking wired right now, but let's see how everyone else is doing first. Who's hurt?
No.
I'm knackered, Nyx says. And it seems like Nyx is just like tired. I mean, you guys all spent, except for, well, I mean, I don't know, actually, except for Liam, everyone got spent some kind of status during that fight.
Is the rock currently holding Nyx, or
Yes,
has he put
and
him on the ground?
Nyx is just like, he's just like, I'm knackered currently. And you see he has he's a bit just breathing hard and just not looking around. I'm assuming he's just watching to make sure that there's no other hatchlings coming after him. I'm fully tucked in the arms of a rock. Well, I think we should move in. Time, are you good? And Time is like, I think my arm is either broken or sprained. I don't know, but that fall really did hurt. Well, you didn't really do much in that. Sorry, Commander. And you see he gets up. He's like, do you need me to go and scout ahead? That would be helpful. All right, sounds good. And he goes and stands up. And let me just clear his state. And he begins to walk over there. And head over by where you see all of the dragons, their bodies are gone. And it looks like they've turned to ash. And the mother dragon, its body is still there, but it is the skin is turning to ash. And it's kind of flowing a little bit.
And can I examine this whole process here in detail?
Go ahead and roll me.
The dragon looks like it's a bit snapped.
Roll me and I'd say biology.
Yes, I do have that.
And you can't.
A rock.
Yeah, you can't roll.
Yeah?
Can you roll my biology for me? It's a knowledges.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, operations manual and biology. Here we go.
Let me get teammate.
I finally rolled decently. Woo.
I'll
Ooh, a
also move you
24.
closer to.
You examine this process of the dragon turning to ash. You see that. You notice that the ground, as well, has the same coloration of the ash that it's turning into, and it looks like you might be able to use this ash for some properties, maybe some interesting properties if you knew how to use chemicals and interesting combinations and crafting things,
Liam, do you have any jars?
Liam. Mixed
Oh,
scales.
sorry, I muted myself.
Reborn, I muted him.
Good.
So.
Let me see what the cargo ship has. What's the inventory?
All right, you go over
In
to
the
the
ship.
to the crafting bay inside the ship. As you
Yeah.
you enter inside, you do see that there are some canisters that you could probably put stuff inside. that you could use for this purpose.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll canister some up.
All right. How much are you putting in? Just one canister, or
How many canisters do we have free?
it looks like there is a case of 20.
I'll do 5 if there's enough to fill 5.
All right. You take out 5 and you begin to take up some of this ash that is coming from the dragon, the Turrike. Teammate comes back, is like, Commander, we're probably gonna need a full battalion to investigate this cavern. All right. Squad 119, thank you for this. I feel like, well, it would have been a lot different if you did not come. And Nyx, I know you don't think very highly of us, but we appreciate you coming as well. Without you, this would have gone a lot worse. But we'll take it over from here. I think if what you say, Nyx, that they cut the link, then they must have left. But the question is, what did they do here? We'll see if we could find the synthetic string, though.
If they call a bunch of crows a murder of crows, does that mean they call this a tray of Turrikes?
You see the enforcer looks over at you. It's like, you're very wise. and
Huh?
and Nyx responds, I'd appreciate that. And as this happens, you guys see the commander go over and begin to call up a battalion, and then you see Time walks over towards him, and you guys hear them kind of chatting a little bit, and then Time comes over to you, to all of you, is like, we're going to inform the admiral about your help in this, and make sure that you are compensated for this mission. We will also. We didn't exactly take out one of the informants, so it wasn't fully completed. But hopefully we can keep your contact information so that we can further investigate in the future, potentially. I'm not sure if you guys are staying for much longer, because there's a pod race coming up. So
We did read about that pod race.
Yes. We may very well
It's
be
gonna-
sticking around
it's
for
gonna
a
be
little
coming up.
while.
it's going to be coming up in a week. So if you'd like to stay around, we can offer you a place to stay.
Can we sign up for this pod racing?
Of course. You can sign up. We'll get you a place to stay, and get you guys all situated into a hangar bay so that you can. You guys aren't going to be able to use your pod because it's much. We're talking like, 1 to 2 man crafts. So nothing too big. You're going to need to either craft one or purchase one.
Ooh, yeah, I was hoping to hear that.
All right. Well, it's the pod race is happening in a week, so we'll get we'll get whoever's name in and everything situated. All right. And let's return back. Well, let's have you guys return back. Commander, and our enforcer are going to be staying here until our battalion also heads here, and Nyx will let you know about the synthetic string. Do you need escort back to the Quantum Force, or will you also be sticking around for the pod races? That's like, wait for Nyx to respond back. Nyx responds back, I'll stay in town. And you see Time nods. Like, all right, well then, I guess let's head back. I'll be taking you guys over to where you're going to be staying. All right? And help co-pilot. As you guys...
Sure. We may need some repairs to the ship.
Of course. I mean, during the crafting time, you'll probably be able to repair the ship as well. But as you guys enter...
Absolutely.
As you guys enter into the Rivas Kiss, you fly back over. Let's move you guys back over to maybe the
Interior.
into the interior of the area. I need to make this
Liam.
bigger. Yeah, feel free to roleplay for it right now.
You're going to craft the pod?
I mean, it doesn't have to be from the ground up. We can skip the process of like refining metals.
I mean, I'd be excited to see what that result is going to be. You crafted a bow and arrow that blew up a dragon.
Yeah, hopefully the blowing up doesn't happen too often with this one.
Well,
I mean, blowing up other things might be a good option.
Is this like a free-for-all race? I figured it was just a race.
Yeah, so that's a good point.
It's a bit more free for all than you're thinking, but probably less than Marm would enjoy.
I'm moving you guys back to the ship.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that making a bow and arrow so good it blew up a dragon, that the expectations for building a pod that can win a race, I'm expecting it to go to light speed. I mean, that could be very quick indeed.
And you make an arrow that will win the race for us.
Yeah.
Just teleports the ship right to where we need.
Oscar, can you move over to, or can we actually ping us back to the tokens, if possible?
Yes. Hold
Because
on.
I moved all the tokens back over to our little map of.
Okay.
Yes, there you go,
Okay.
Oscar. You're going to it.
Close your eyes and.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, teleport.
We have returned.
Magic.
Meanwhile,
Tap your heels together.
And with that, you guys fly back over towards the main capital area of the command colony. Oh, there's Buddy. As you guys are getting back, you have the coordinates set. Well, teammate puts in the coordinates for a hotel to stay at. As you guys get to yourselves a room, it is the same hotel that you also stay at, Nyx. And you have your own room still. As you guys enter inside and go about your business, we are going to.
Does Marm even want to go to the hotel, or is he just gonna sleep on the ship?
That's up to you guys if you want to do that.
I mean, we have bunks. I mean,
You guys wanna stay in the ship? If you want to stay in the ship, teammate will be like, I can get you guys situated, or do you, like what are you planning?
you know what? No, I'll stay with the squad.
I mean,
All right. Well, then, what is the
Alright,
squad?
yeah.
What does the squad want? Do you want a hotel room, or do you?
I like the hotel.
All right. Well, then,
No.
I
Alright,
had a
hotel.
feeling a rock would want to get pampered in the spa.
there is a spa. Yes,
is the spa?
there is a spa. It is for all the tourists that come through here for the pod races and all that stuff.
A spa at rock is where true warriors are formed.
But with that, what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you guys CP, and then
Ooh.
and then I am going to say we're going to do a week time skip. Which means
I guess we're skipping past
which
the second
means
Konami arc.
you can do we're gonna go through the types of things that you guys are gonna want to do. Obviously, crafting a pod is gonna be one of them. We'll do that on the time when we're not on recording and stuff. I'll see about crafting a good pod, and also you're going to probably want to do shopping, I'm sure, and you'll get some vaults as well, spa, relaxation, and whatever else you guys are wanting to do within the time period and all that stuff. But figure out what you guys want to do. I'm going to calculate some CP, and once we're done with that, I will. Oh, we'll be done with this session. It ran a little bit shorter, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, let me calculate some CP. You guys can roleplay if you like. Oh, my Discord just screwed up, so now I can't even hear you guys. That's crazy, man.
I mean, I think
There we go.
It's
Now
You
I can
sound
hear
like
you
you're
guys.
under the rush effects.
There we go.
Okay, I had to double back because it was looping through Twitch.
Did you guys didn't hear any of what I said, did you?
CP
Oh.
downtime after that kind of went to
All right, yeah, I'm gonna calculate CP
super
for you guys.
fuzz mode.
CP, downtime, activities, and all that stuff, and then we'll end session here. Actually, let's just end the session here, and then we'll chat for a little bit. Thank you all for listening to the 14th session. It was mainly combat. There's some hidden questions lurking between everything going on. I see
like
that
how to develop a pod.
camera's kind of crooked. That wasn't you? That was well, the camera's kind of crooked on the screen. I see that.
Thank you
but-
for watching Twitch.
Yeah, thank you.
While Marmaduke 9 activated his tactical nuke kill streak.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Next week it will be the AC 130.
Well,
Liam, make an AC 130 we can race with.
let's do it. Let's do it. But yeah, thank you all for listening to the 14th entry, and maybe we'll see some things happening in the podcast coming along if you guys are listening through, and some other guests might be coming back as well. Who knows?
I'm gonna go chug some orange juice.
Oh, I'm going to turn this down, go over to our little outro music, and say to all of you, because I love you all, if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, farewell.
Avita Sanager.